Well, I'm at the Wilbarger County event facilities in Vernon, Texas, and I'm here because I found out there was going to be some mounted shooting, and of course you may have seen some mounted shooting videos on my channel before. It was through the CMA organization, Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association. Well, then I find out there is another mounted shooting organization. It's the USMS, which would be United States Mounted Shooting. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to look that up. But here are some of the contestants warming up their horses here. And I decided that instead of shooting a lot of the events themselves and documenting the events, that I would do something a little bit different. I'm going to be trying to doing more of this type of an approach on my channel, and that is, instead of focusing on the events themselves, I would like to focus on the people who are participating in the events. One of the key features of documenting history is documenting the people who actually create the history. So I've already been recording some of the action here in this indoor arena, and well, I had hopes of featuring more of the Barry family from Wheeler, Texas, that is participating in the competition here. And well, I have pretty much found out that there are 8 people in the family. They all ride at different times, and it's hard to catch them together as a group. I was hoping maybe we could all have sort of a gathering, and I would introduce everyone, or let them introduce themselves, and they could talk about some of their experiences. But the way that things are going, I mean, there's no lunch break. Even at events like this, I mean, it just goes all day long. And if you notice the skies up there looking kind of stormy, and I understand it's even stormier going back home. This is Saturday, and I need to get back on home and work on some videos and some other projects I've got going on. So, well, I don't think we're going to get to meet all of the people individually from, or related to, the Barry family and a part of the Barry family. So I'm just going to have to put together some video of them performing out here, and let it be at that. I'll see if I can come up with a wrap-up maybe once I figure out how to produce this crazy thing. All right, take care.
All right, it's going to bring up Cecil Barry, Wheeler, Texas. Wagon Pulse 11-719, gonna be the fast time to beat. Cecil Barry's 12-7-5-2. I had 5 years.
I have a number of other videos of mounted shooting, and people have asked questions on there, particularly with the use of earplugs, both for the riders and the horses.
Yes.
What is the general consensus on that in the USMS?
Well, everybody is encouraged to use earplugs for the horses and for us. There's several different varieties. I like these foam balls because they seem to stop the sound more, and the horses are less reactive. And of course, we want to protect their hearing like we protect ours.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Well, that certainly makes sense. And I didn't know for sure, so I've tried to assure the viewers that
just go in just like this. They don't fight them. They like them for the most part. Every once in a while you'll get a horse that doesn't like them, but
right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have protection for their hocks as well.
Yeah.
They're making some pretty tight turns.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's pretty easy to get feet crossed. I don't know how that works and all.
Try to keep bow boots on. That helps protect your heels. I use splint boots. Everybody has different equipment they use. And then this mare had an injury on her back leg a couple years ago, so I use the support boots on the back too.
Are they working horses? Do they cross-train doing other things?
Yes, like the one the kids are riding. That one.
And we can keep walking.
Yeah, okay. All of the other horses except for Cecil's horses all go to the ranch.
Okay.
They all rope and work cattle and all that kind of stuff.
So they've got some cow sense in them.
Right, they do.
Okay.
Cecil's horses are just shooting horses, so.
Oh, I see.
Yes, sir.
So since they stay pretty active most all the time, that way they're pretty much ready to go at any time to compete, I would presume.
Our horses stay legged up just through the general use, you know.
Right.
Plus we walk, we have a hot walker, we walk them some. If it's a week, it's a bad week, we can't ride, the arena's bad, or they're not out working or something.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that human athletes actually spend a lot of time training their body and their mind so that they can excel at what they do, especially like Olympic athletes or people who want to become Olympians. And I have noticed there are a number of people who own horses that don't have that same attitude with their horses, and I'm going, well, that's kind of nuts. Who trained you to be an athlete, you know?
I mean, if you have a horse that's just a stall horse or kept in a little pen and you don't ever do anything but get them out of the pen and go, just like us, they're going to tear something or hurt something or step on something. They're out of shape, they're fat.
Right, that's what I'm thinking
aren't tuned. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much for kind of filling in the blanks a little bit. I wish I had known that I was going to be covering this event. I would have looked at more questions that come off of my other mounted shooting videos.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, I might come to Wheeler and visit. Sure. Both my kinfolks up there.
Oh, yeah. All right. And then, and there's a couple other shoots around. Like, there's a couple near Oklahoma City. Oh, wait, my grandbaby's going.
Oh, okay.
Go watch that. Oh, there's a couple of shoots near Oklahoma City. You might
okay.
You know how to find them on the USMS page?
Right.
All right, now we're underway in our fraternity class. Great set of trainers, great set of young horses. Awesome part of mounted shooting is the fraternity. Up and coming young horses. Super neat to watch these young horses run. Even better watching these trainers get them going. Appreciate y'all's hard work. Here's your chance to showcase. You're in the fraternity. Here we go. Cecil Barry riding another red jersey. You made it, gonna be clean. 13.663. On the fraternity run, 13.663. Cecil Barry riding another red jersey. Our next to work is going to be Randy Blackstock riding Mooney. Tanner going after that. Jared Wilbarger, be ready. Well, y'all paired off. She's working on the benefit of her horse, which is good to see. Good to see. Good trainer right there. Randy Blackstock. Hey, don't worry, you can come back next stage and be right there in the game. That's the beauty of it. Paid for stage. I love it.
All right, so you just made a run and you weren't able to complete the run, and I really don't understand why. The announcer made a comment. What is your feedback?
Well, with the USMS, you know, if you miss the balloon, you're automatically out of the money for that stage. So I missed, I think it was number 4 or 5, and so my horse was being pushy on the bit, so I just stopped it there, and walking back. They get a little pushy wanting to run home.
Yes.
You know, they hit that straight line and they just want to run home, and sometimes
Right.
they want to check up. So him being pretty young, he's only 5, I just checked him up and made him walk home, just to relax him and get him to calm back down after running.
Well, will that sort of mess up his memory muscle for the next time he makes a run? He thinks, well, we'll just kind of walk from here.
Yeah. No, it should keep him thinking about what I'm asking him to do, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's so many different patterns. The horse really has to be between your reins and has to listen to you and go where you're guiding him. And if they try to think they know where they're going, and they may not know where they're going, because not all the patterns have straight rundowns.
Right.
Some of them you have to twist around a barrel or something on your last 5. So it should keep him where he's listening to me instead of trying to take over.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, you're very welcome.
All right, this young man right here is quite a hand. Lane Blackstock. Riding wide. Y'all cheer him on. Lane Blackstock. Yes, sir. Looking pretty good to me. Going to be clean 19-139. Lane Blackstock. All right, next down it's going to be Matty Blackstock. Pretty cute little cowboy right there. I mean, cowboy, how old is she? 4? All right, we got a couple of 4-year-olds. That many. All right, Matty Blackstock, riding Clyde, 4-year-old. Part of that awesome Blackstock family. Pretty cute. Hey, Matty, if you're having a good time, wave to us a little bit, too. Looks pretty happy to me. There she is, she's waving. Y'all cheer her on. Matty Blackstock. Great horse she's riding. You already know she's going to have a great future as a cowgirl-minded shooter. Great set of folks bringing them up with Western lifestyle. We sure appreciate that. Matty Blackstock right there on the home stretch. You got cowgirl looking pretty good. Pretty good. 47-3-3-2. 47-3-3-2. Looking good, Matty. All right, Cecil Barry going to be up rider number 31. Uno. Matty Blackstock, be ready. Scott Martin, Jerry Ross, Jennifer Anderson, Shelby Martin, Abby Esau, in that order. All right, Wiener, Texas, military medic, bareback rider, mounted shooter, Cecil Barry. Roll time, 19-145. We got one penalty. And back in. be ready. ER nurse right here, mom of two. You know she's got to be tough. Randy Blackstock. Equine 12-664. Randy Blackstock. 12-664. Clean run.
Now, I understand that you hold or have held credentials to be an RN.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm an ER nurse.
An ER nurse, okay. And are you doing that presently in addition to training horses?
Yes.
Okay. And generally, what type of training do you do?
My husband and I train horses for rein cow horse kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's a rancher though, so all of our horses ranch, and
right.
they're all dragging calves right now, so we had to tell him to let us have them so we could come to the chute because he's branding.
Right. So you need to teach them a little bit of cow sense and how to watch those cattle, cut them out of a herd, and moving the herd. Sometimes you have the breakaways, and a horse that can spot one of those breakaways happening, especially a calf, because they're so dang fast, I have found to be quite helpful. And even in roping, knowing to start pulling back on that rope, especially when the cowboys dallied off on the saddle horn there. That's quite important. Having a horse that just kind of follows, you know, along, and especially if you're by yourself, you know, and you're trying to do some doctoring, one thing and another. If your horse doesn't help out, it's
you got to have a good partner.
Yes,
you got to be there to help you out.
Yes.
You got to be on the same team.
Right. Now, another thing that seems to be really important is ground tying. It's amazing to me. I have recorded a lot of ranch rodeos. And it's amazing to me to see how many horses don't know how to ground tie themselves in the arena, and then those cowboys have to go slogging through that real soft, deep arena dirt, you know. Well, that should be a lesson to them right there. You need to teach your horses how to ground tie.
Exactly.
Because I tell you what, if you've got like a 2-3 section pasture, and your horse decides he's going to take off when you're doing something else,
you'll be afoot for a while.
Thank goodness for cell phones these days. It's kind of embarrassing to have to call and, you know, for help, that type of thing.
Okay.
So, are you located in Wheeler itself? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
We live in Wheeler.
Okay.
Yep. We have most of our horses are outside of town. We have a stud, and we raise and train all of our own horses.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we raised this one, and then my other sorrel that I rode earlier, they were born and raised at our place. So.
Levi Shaw will be up. Riding Frenchie. Rider number 26, David Peters, be ready. Tim Cowell, Reese Smith, Cecil Barry. Raw time, 17-794. Got one penalty left out there on the field. It cost you 5.
Good.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get a chance to talk to everyone, but I just recorded your ride.
Thank you.
And I guess you had a penalty. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, can't catch them all the time, can we? All right. Well, how's everything going so far?
Good.
All right. How long have you been doing shooting mounting? Or mounted shooting, I'm sorry.
About 4 years.
4 years now. All right. So did you I don't know what age the buckaroos are. Did you start out as a buckaroo?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Usually when you get out and you start shooting, it's about 13.
I see. Well, how many of these events do you normally go to in a year or so?
Not very many.
Okay.
But I usually go, or a couple of years ago I went to a lot.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah.
mostly slowed down a little bit.
You're still in high school, I presume. Are you involved in any other sports?
Football.
Oh, okay. So that kind of keeps you occupied as well. All right. Well, what is the name of your horse here?
Frenchie.
Okay. And does he do some ranch work, I guess?
He used to.
I see.
But
How old is he?
He is 13.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of getting on up there for being a working horse, for sure.
My other one, the one that I started out on, he's retired. He's 28.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He did it for 2.5 years.
I see.
Until his arthritis just got too bad.
Yeah.
I started riding him.
I see.